Hello everyone! It is Heather, Ben, Megan from Heather Travels. And today we are here to give you the fourth and final update from this video, which was a video we made about a month after the pandemic started in April of 2020. When we were under a stay-at-home order, we made that video to share with you the things that we were looking forward to after we could freely go about our lives again. We also made updates of that video. We made one in July 2020, a 3-month update, which I will link right here. And then 3 months after that, we made a 6-month update in October, which I will link right here. So today's video in January 2020 is our
2021.
Oh, yes, you're right. 2021 is our 9-month update for that original video. We're using our same list that we've been using the whole time. And this is going to be the last one because now we will have had one video from each of the 4 seasons in the past year. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. We're going to go through the list and tell you where things are at. I'm going to tell you right from the beginning, it hasn't changed much. Here, maybe we'll take turns. Megan, number 1.
The first one is going to the movies. We still have not done that, and we're definitely feeling sad about it. There is an option now at our local movie theater where you can privately rent your own theater and see like whatever movie you want, I think. For, I think it's $25 to rent the theater, and then...
I think it's $25 an hour. So if it would be a 2-hour movie, that'd be $50.
Okay.
And then $10 a person?
And then $10 a person, and it includes concessions, so popcorn and drinks and candy.
We would definitely be interested in doing this. I'm really glad that they're offering that, but there's nothing we want to see. So, however, if things are still as they are and something comes out that we do want to see, like we're definitely gonna try to take advantage of that. I mean, like literally, it'd be the 3 of us. Maybe Andrew if he wanted to come or something.
Just move around.
We get the movie theater all to ourselves.
All right, here, let me just jump down there and maybe back up there.
You can like wander while you're watching.
Because that actually has happened. We have gone to movies where we're the only one in the theater before. If you go on
it's pretty cool.
If you go on a non-busy day and the movie's been out a while, it does happen, so it's not that weird. I can think of one upcoming movie I definitely would like to go to in the theater if it comes out, and that is the new James Bond.
Yes.
Which is supposed to come out April 2nd, I think, and it's already been postponed a couple times. Our movie theater is open, and I think people are going to the movies. I don't think that's wise. But there's nothing that we want to go to.
Right,
I mean, they've had just the same either old movies or these weird, like, obscure releases. They had Wonder Woman 1984, but the reviews have not been great for that at all.
Oh, really?
And so, yeah.
Nice.
And so I'm going to wait. We'll watch it on video. Number 2 was to go to Anastasia and Frozen. We had tickets to those touring Broadway productions. In one of the previous update videos, we talked about how Frozen got rescheduled to this coming September, I think.
Yeah.
But our particular tickets got canceled because they couldn't secure enough dates for all the days they had before. And so we just got our money back on those. Anastasia has been rescheduled again. It was first rescheduled to December of 2020. Then it was rescheduled to April of 2021. And Megan and I said, it's not going to happen in April. And sure enough, now it's been rescheduled again to December of 2021, this coming December.
And
I think it'll probably...
And while we can't predict the future, of course, I think that's probably far enough ahead that things will be safer and we'll probably be able to go see that. And also, Mom and I are both pretty happy because I'm pretty sure Anastasia is actually set in December.
There's a song about it being December.
It's called Once Upon December or whatever it's called. But yeah, it's set in December in the winter. And so it would be just kind of weird to go to it in the spring. It's way cooler when we can
literally
when we can Mom and I both like to take in media, like read books,
watch movies, see shows
in the season that it takes place in. So that's nice.
Ben, actually, you can talk about number 3 because I was going to take you to something there. In school this year, you were supposed to, if you'd gone to school, read a certain book.
I forgot.
A Christmas Carol.
Oh, Christmas Carol. Oh.
Did you have any of it in your online school at all? No. In school this year, in English class, Ben's grade would have read The Outsiders and A Christmas Carol in English.
We did do Outsiders.
You did do The Outsiders in his
Only
virtual
bits
school,
and
but just
pieces, though.
sections
But
of
actually,
it.
I'm glad for that because I don't know if he'd actually like it. As much as it is an amazing book.
One of your favorites.
It's my favorite book
She
of all
got it in her
time.
stocking for Christmas.
I got a really cool edition that has like extras in the back and everything. But I just don't think it's a book for Ben.
What about A Christmas Carol? Did you like reading that book?
I don't actually remember reading it very much.
But when we went to the play at the Guthrie,
The only things I remember are the play and when we watched one of the movie versions in school. I don't remember reading the book at all.
so I was excited about taking Ben to see the Guthrie, which is a professional theater in Minneapolis, does an amazing production of A Christmas Carol, and they do it every Christmas. They did do it, they put it on and filmed it this year, and you could watch it online. I didn't watch it, but I wanted to take Ben to that this year. And then there was also a lot of other shows at the Guthrie that we were looking forward to seeing this year, but the Guthrie is still closed. So whenever it reopens and it's safe to go, I'll try to take Ben to see A Christmas Carol, and we'll, I'm sure, go to other stuff. I'm going to take number 4, going to the library. We have talked about this, and the library's gone through a bunch of stages. Go back and watch those update videos to see how the library, it's opened and closed and changed and all sorts of stuff. What's happening right now is they're literally just letting you pick up holds in the entryway. Like the little tiled entry foyer between the 2 sets of doors to go into the library, which is where like the bathrooms are. They have a little plexiglass thing that goes into the community room, and they stay in that room, and you just come into that little entryway and get your holds. And that's the only thing they're doing now. That's the only thing you can do at the library. So I have been able to get my books, but you can't go inside the library at all anymore. And they had put up like a zillion signs warning people that if they didn't follow the rules, if they didn't wear their masks, they were apparently having a problem with people staying in the library too long. If they didn't limit their time in the library was going to have to close again. And I don't think those signs were up a week or 2, and they had to close again.
Can you still, can you put holds on books that are in that library specifically?
You can put holds on books that are in that library or in any of the libraries in our library system.
So you can still get books.
Yeah,
from
they're
that
still
library.
moving them about in the vans, like from library to library. So, like the book, I just finished a book. Can you reach
I
it?
can't reach it.
Okay, I just finished a book last night, and I really liked it. And I said, Megan, you got to read this.
So I'm reading it now.
And I don't think it's from our local library. I think it
No,
came
it says our library.
Oh, does it? Okay, but the one I know the one I read before that was like from another city. So, okay, Ben, take number 5.
Going on a cruise / seeing the ocean.
What's happening with that?
Well, since it's the pandemic, I haven't really wanted to go on a cruise because it won't be the same as we said last
Yes.
time. But the ocean, on the other hand, we can do that.
We could do that.
That's just open.
We could just drive to the ocean if we really want it.
We did have plans to fly to the DC area, the Washington DC area, and go and rent a car and drive by the ocean. But it turned out that wasn't safe to do. So we had to cancel that trip, unfortunately. So we're all a little sad about that.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun
But
things planned.
We could just hop in the car and drive to the ocean if we wanted to. It
I
would
may
take
get
a
to that
while.
point.
We all love the ocean a lot, and we would totally be happy driving there if we had to.
Yeah, we're missing it very badly. We haven't seen the ocean in 2.5 years. Still on cruises. Nobody in the United States can cruise right now anyway. And there's no sign that it's going to happen anytime soon. Cruises as a whole out of the United States are canceled at a minimum through March, and some cruises are canceled as far as September. So there's no sign that cruising is going to start up anytime soon. Who wants to talk about number 6?
Mommy does.
Disneyland in California is still closed. I talked about this in my November and December travel news updates. So we can't go to Disneyland because it's not open. Okay, number 7. Meg?
Disneyland Paris.
It's closed.
It's also closed. Pretty sure it's been closed for a while.
Yep.
And it shows no signs of reopening.
They said maybe February 14th, 15th, but that depends on the
A lot of things.
things in
really.
France.
I'm not sure if Americans are allowed to go to.
Nope, we can't go to France right
okay,
now.
so we couldn't do it anyway.
No, even if
But-
it was open, we could not go there.
But at some point in time, all of us, all 4 of us, me, Ben, Mom, and Andrew, want to go to Disneyland Paris.
Correct.
So hopefully we can do that as a family at some point.
Then number 8.
London after the pandemic.
The UK
Same
is...
thing as last
Yep.
one. Can't go there just after the pandemic.
We can go to the UK. However, the UK is under
Same.
major lockdown right now.
Yeah.
They have that very serious... I mean, we have the COVID variant mutation here in the United States too, but they have it really bad in the UK, and the UK is under super strict lockdown right now. If you can get there, you have to quarantine for 14 days. And as I talked about in one of my news videos, anybody flying back to the United States from the UK has to have a negative PCR test within 72 hours of boarding a plane. Everybody. Americans, UK. Yeah, that's how we feel about the test. We are avoiding that test at all costs. So that's out.
Next.
Megan, number 9.
Switzerland.
Can't go there either.
Same thing.
Okay, we've talked about this before, but I had a school trip planned to Switzerland and France, and it was a really cool itinerary.
We had the whole thing paid
The
for.
whole thing paid for. I got a job just so I could put money towards it myself, and it got
Then
canceled
boom,
because of the pandemic.
comes.
And they-
And they rescheduled it for this summer, but I doubt it's gonna happen.
We haven't heard, but I can't imagine that's going to go ahead. There's no...
Once again, Americans can't even go to France right now.
Yeah, so that's
So-
not going to happen. And then number 10,
Make more vlogs.
make more vlogs. We have made plenty of vlogs. We did do some traveling over the summer last year and made a bunch of vlogs about that. And I have consistently produced at least 2 videos a week for this entire time. So we've had to do different stuff and not all travel related, but everybody really seems to be enjoying that I fell down the stairs and hurt myself.
So apparently, hurting yourself.
Are very popular videos. Yeah, so Christmas videos, we got some decent views on those and stuff. So yeah, we're still making vlogs. I am probably going to have to start going down to once a week though. Like about now, about the time this video comes out, I might have to go down to once a week for a while, but I will still always give you at least 1 video a week. So that's it for the things we were looking forward to. Really about the only thing on here 9 months later that we could actually do, we could go to the movies, but we are choosing not to
For our own safety.
for our own safety. And if something that comes out that we want to see, we would book a theater privately for a private showing. And we can get our books from the library. But everything else, there's 10 things on this list, is either closed or impossible for us to do still. Okay, and then we're going to give you a school update. When we first made that video in April, we talked about how the kids didn't want to go back to school. Schools closed again. Our school district was open for in-person, every day, 5-day-a-week school in September and October, and then it closed again, and it's been closed ever since. Except just now, 2 weeks ago, after Christmas break, the elementary children went back to school. But the middle school and high school kids are all still doing online school at home. And as you know, my kids are doing the virtual option, which is a completely self-paced option. I do want you to know that between first and second quarter, the number of high school students that chose to switch to virtual from in-person school increased. So that tells me that high school students went to school and they either didn't feel safe or their parents didn't feel it was safe, or they didn't like how it is now. And the kids have heard from some of their friends that don't like how it is. They don't like having to wear a mask all day. They don't get to socialize with their friends, eat with their friends that they want to, things like that. They don't really like it. I would expect that that number is probably going to keep increasing until things get a lot better. We are exploring our options for other schools for next fall. Our family doctor actually told us that it's extremely unlikely that school will be back to normal in the fall. And I'm not surprised at that at all. And I think if people think it's going to be, they're kidding themselves. So, I mean, even with vaccination, if you're reading about the vaccinations right now, until like 70, 80, 90% of the people are vaccinated, aren't going to change anything. You still have to wear masks. You still have to social distance. You could still get the virus, especially if you only have the first shot and not both. And you can still get other people sick, even if you're vaccinated. So vaccines, just because you get that, it doesn't make everything instantly go back to normal. It's still going to be a very long process. And a lot of those health protocols and changes in procedure are still going to be in place, I think, at school even next year. And so we're very concerned that their school may not offer a virtual option in the fall. We've asked and they can't give us an answer. They don't know. And so we are kind of in a bind because they've already had to register for their classes for next year, which is going to be completely pointless if they don't go to school there. So we're trying to figure out, I've been researching other public virtual schools. There's over 40 in Wisconsin to choose from to have them go to if our school doesn't offer a virtual option and it still isn't safe to go to school in September. For us, that would mean we all have to be vaccinated. We all have to be vaccinated. And even Ben has said he doesn't want to go to school, just like with cruising, right?
Yeah.
If it's not going to be the same as it normally would be, they don't want to do that. They just don't. It's not going to be, I just think it'd be a big bummer. What are your kids doing and what are your plans? How are they doing with school? Are they doing in-person school? Or are they doing virtual school? Or are they doing, Zoom meetings with their teachers? What are they doing? How's it going? Okay, so that's where we're at. That's our last update on this list. We'll be recycling this one now. We have made a new list, a shorter list of 5 things that we miss. And we're going to start the videos on that. Our first video on that will be basically right around the 1-year anniversary of them declaring it a pandemic. So you can watch for that video coming up in March, about mid-March. If you don't want to miss that and you want to be sure to stay up on what's happening, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for watching this video and give us a thumbs up down below if you appreciate these updates. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels.
Safe
Safe
travels.
travels.